Today I wanted to show you this Nakiri from Dalstrong. It's the square blade, but with the nice curved edge down here on the sharpened edge. Got a nice curve to it for the when you're slicing and chopping. This is it's got the nice full tang on it, obviously, like all of the high quality knives that Dalstrong produces. It's also the triple riveted. It's got the weight on the end here. The handle is a nice resin handle, really hard, shock resistant, great to hold on to. It's kind of textured, so it's non-slip. The balance here, just like all of the Shogun series, phenomenal balance, right where you grip the knife. Fits in your hand really, really well. It's got the nice wide blade, so when you're chopping vegetables, you really don't have to worry too much about losing your knife in the vegetable, so to speak. Right here where you grip, where you do your pinch grip with your thumb and your forefinger, really nice angles that you can see there, really smooth transition, and just fits really well in your hand. It just fits well. And then again, it's got the engraved logo there, which is a really nice touch. The hammered finish looks phenomenal, but you still have that Tsunami Rose pattern there with the Damascus style from the 67 or 66 outer layers of stainless wrapped around that VG10 core. The blade's pretty thick and sturdy. Doesn't do any bending on you, but again, it's not super heavy or super thick like a lot of the chef knives or the heavier knives are. Just a real good knife. So go ahead and just show you a little bit of how I use this one. The Nakiri is generally a vegetable knife. You don't want to take this to anything real hard like meat and bones, anything frozen, obviously. This is not a knife for that. This is kind of a delicate knife made for, mostly softer stuffed vegetables and things like that. The shape is just perfect for slicing through some of your taller vegetables and stuff. And again, with this finish, it doesn't stick. You don't get a lot of sticking in there with the onions. I'm not going real fast here, just really showing you how I use and slice with this Nakiri. It's not really a rocking style knife like your German style knives are. This is more of a push and down type of a motion. You always want to use those two motions with a knife, and this one is definitely, at least for me, this is how I use it. Again, that big nice square blade makes for great for chopping the vegetables. Anything leafy, this one you can, you don't have to crush and press them too much to go through. And the sharpness on this thing is just absolutely phenomenal. It's just like all of the Shogun series knives. It takes an edge really well and then holds onto that edge, which is so important. And again, you see me use a lot of onions in my videos. Basically, we use onions in the chef world pretty much for everything, and this knife, just zero hesitation, zero effort going through this one. It just slices every single time. You don't get any real resistance going through an onion, which you're probably not going to, but you can't hear this, but there's no crushing of the onion either. This is, with that down and forward motion that I use, you always want to use a knife in two motions on your food. Just a nice, clean, crisp slicing sound. And again, that blade is just perfect for slicing through onions and any of your larger vegetables. It holds its edge really, really well. Looks good doing it, which to chefs, that's always important. And just real comfortable in your hands. It's not going to wear you out. That thicker blade, it does real good with letting you keep your hands away from the edge of the knife while still holding on and securing your food. Dalstrong Nakiri for vegetables. Again, the details on it, really, really nice stuff. That weighted end, resin handle, non-slip, nice heft to it. Got a real nice blade on it, not any flex or bend to it, but hope you enjoy and check them out on Amazon.